The Raptors last year, I mean, they pushed Cleveland a little bit, but you look at them again, they go down to Boston the other night, get a big win on the road. Do you look at them and say, yeah, okay, we get it, Cleveland, whether or not even Cleveland gets a 1 seed, we're always going to look at them in the playoffs and say they're the best team in the East. Are the Raptors the second best?
They're definitely the second best. DeMar DeRozan, he's another guy that took his game to another level. Signed a huge contract this summer, but to be able to come back and go on his run to start the season of 10, 12 games with over 30 points a game.
Wow.
I didn't know his offensive package was that good. He's actually surprised me how good he's been offensively. Kyle Lowry is just now starting to come into shape and starting to play good basketball. So they got a dynamic backcourt, one of the top 5 backcourts in the league. The problem is they signed a ton of money to DeMar Carroll, who's not a great scorer. He's a slasher, hasn't been a terrific defender. He's a guy they brought in to guard LeBron James.
That was it.
And he hasn't done a good job of that. So if they get into a playoff series, Cleveland believes that they can beat them. They've shown, obviously they're 3-0 so far this season against Toronto. So their Achilles heel is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers? They are the second best team in the East. The Bulls are too inconsistent to give them the run. I think Charlotte has a chance and Boston. But those teams are too inconsistent without really superstars in their team. They don't get it done night in and night out. So Toronto's the clear-cut second-best team in the East.
I floated this out last night, Twan. I want to get your thoughts on it. When you look at Toronto and you say, okay, the way they're currently constructed, they're a nice team, and they probably are the second-best team, as you mentioned, but maybe not good enough as constructed to get over the hump and beat Cleveland. Would a guy like Carmelo Anthony, if he's really at odds with Phil Jackson, would he be the right type of guy to put this team over the top and at least really compete with the Cavs?
Oh, without question, because he's a guy that forces LeBron to guard. He's had tremendous success against LeBron one-on-one battles throughout their career. He makes LeBron have to pay a lot of attention on the defensive end. When they match up in the playoffs in the past with DeMar Carrolls of the world, LeBron James doesn't have to play that much defense. He can be active. He can do all the things on the court that he wants to. But Carmelo Anthony makes it a different dynamic when you talk about, because you add 3 All-Stars. Now they got their 3-headed monster to go along with Cleveland. So they're a ways away. I don't see, Phil Jackson. I've seen stranger things happen, but I don't see you giving up DeMar Carroll for Carmelo Anthony.
But if you could make that move, right, then you'd really have something.
Without question. I mean, Melo,
come on, Toronto.
Melo makes probably, 90% of the teams in this league much better and makes them a playoff team and a contender because of his ability to score the basketball.
All right, let's see if there's any moves that are made. We're just trying to play GM here.